Hey guys, hey guys, welcome back. Very nice Saturday to see you again. Um, I'm happy to have another chance to talk to you about something different in our journey to ensure that all of us move together. So today, as I said earlier, I'll be talking about cryptocurrency and its future, especially in Kenya, and if it is a worthy investment. And so, I'll start by defining what this is. I know most of us have had a chance of interaction with the experts. Sometimes we also have a chance to interact with those guys who are investing in. Although it is something that has been happening for some time now, but not everyone actually knows how it works, and not everyone is conversant, and that's why I chose today to actually talk about it for maybe those who might have heard about it lakini bado hawajajua how it works. So cryptocurrency, literally, it's just a digital asset designed to make payments, or maybe a medium of exchange, just like money, just like Kenya shillings, just like a dollar, but now this one is digital. So and it gives someone a chance to maybe if I have a cryptocurrency, I can give to another person through online. I don't have to meet him so that I can give him. So I can make sales wherever I am. So cryptocurrency is a new form of investment. As well, it is a medium of exchange. Maybe in future it will be used as a medium of payment for services and maybe for goods. Although we have some other guys who are already using it as a medium of payment for services, like in Japan, we have some firms that are using cryptocurrency as a form of payment for salaries. And so it is something we hope it will grow, and maybe it will be a big thing. That is just speculations, but again, it might fail, so it is also speculations. It is a very volatile market. So basically, cryptocurrency is a digital asset used as a form of exchange. Um, Cryptocurrency has when it came up in 2007, around 2007, where someone by the name Satoshi, that is not his real name, came up with Bitcoin. So since then, it started trading. Since then, it has had its ups and downs. It is actually the first coin. Bitcoin was the first coin. We have so many other coins, more than 1,000 right now, which are trading. So you have a choice to make on which coin you invest in, or which coin you use. But basically, Bitcoin is the biggest cryptocurrency. And as far as I'm concerned, I think Bitcoin is doing so well in Kenya because I think Kenyans are a bit literate in financial matters, and they normally take early chances. Actually, especially in Africa, Kenyans are the people who normally take chances faster compared to other countries because of their financial literacy. So Bitcoin is generally doing so well in Kenya. It is said that almost 160 billion of Kenyan shillings, or actually not Kenyan, it is 160 US dollars, 160 billion US dollars has been invested in Bitcoin. So in Kenya, the statistics are not yet out, but I think more than 10 billion Kenya shillings right now has been traded in Bitcoins. And so it means this is a big thing. It is actually a big thing. If Kenyans have taken up the role to invest. Now, what are some of the advantages of Bitcoin? One, Bitcoin or maybe any other cryptocurrency gives you a very big opportunity to trade in US dollars, and it also gives you a very big chance to trade in other currencies apart from Kenyan shillings. That is one of the big advantages of Bitcoin. And again, maybe in future as a form of investment, Bitcoin will be something, owning one Bitcoin will be maybe a very big asset. It might escalate. But one of the biggest disadvantages of cryptocurrency is volatility. Today it is 2 shillings, tomorrow it is 5 shillings, and maybe in 10 years it might be 10,000 shillings. So, for instance, today, one Bitcoin is equivalent to around 6.2 million Kenyan shillings. We have maybe one Ethereum is almost around 380 Kenyan shillings. We have one Tether is almost around 106 Kenyan shillings. And the lowest, I think, is Dent, which goes to around 1 shillings, 1.03 Kenya shillings. So it really implies these coins are volatile. Volatile in the sense that they change anytime according to maybe the investment plan, maybe the demand and supply. So when we have too much supply, literally it creates a lot of when there's a demand and supply, of course we shall have the prices will go high. But when the prices go low, people might tend to buy. So it always depends on the demand and supply of these coins. So they are very volatile. Another disadvantage is it is not regulated by the central banks. And so the liability remains with the buyer. And so when you invest in Bitcoin, the liability is yours. It does not lie in the government of Kenya, neither does it lie in the government of the United States, in as much as you are trading with Bitcoins which come from there. So it has a very big liability. Now, most of the questions people have been asking, those who have engaged in and those who want to engage in, is what is the future of this coin? What is the future of this trading using the Bitcoins? And we should be aware that we have cons who are actually going around. They will steal your money. They will want to invest. They are there. Cons are there, but we also have genuine guys who are there who are trading. If you really want to, we have platforms that are certified to trade. We have guys who are also trading, and we also have brokers, certified companies in Kenya which are actually doing it. And so you have a chance to trade if you really want to, instead of going through. We have so many scammers nowadays who will come up with any product to tell you, and most people have lost their money. But again, we have all those ones who are doing well. For instance, in Kenya, if you want to purchase, I've seen most of the people whom I've engaged have used platforms like Paxful. I have seen them, most of the traders I've engaged. They have told me Paxful is actually you can download the app, and maybe they can also go through and learn how to trade. I have also seen Crypto.com, which is also another platform for trading. Most of them are US based. Again, in Kenya, you can as well trade we have brokers. These are certified forex companies. We have EGM Securities, which is also engaging in trading. We have Scoop Market Kenya. We have Pepperstone Brokers. These are some of the companies you can as well use to trade instead of using scammers, because these ones are certified companies in Kenya that can help you to trade in Bitcoins. And so, what is the future of Bitcoin or cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency, it really depends on how the government is going to take up this matter. Because if the central banks decide to regulate the Bitcoin, it becomes more strong. Maybe we shall have it will have to be converted into the existing currencies, so that at least we have a way of marketing, so that we don't have this volatility where where a coin changes prices every now and then, because you cannot have one coin changing prices every day. So that is one thing that maybe the Kenya shilling or maybe the US dollar or the Tanzania shilling is actually based on. You don't have a currency that is volatile. So that is one thing that the central banks will have to look at. Of course, Kenya has accepted the Bitcoin to be traded, but it is not being regulated by Central Bank of Kenya. So it implies in future the central banks will have to come on board and maybe start to regulate it, so that we don't have a point where the coin is $10 in Kenya and in the US it is $1. So because we should have at least some similarity in trading. Another advantage of this coin is maybe one day as Africans, because most of our coins have been devalued against the US dollar. So if we can work around so that the coins, maybe the same coin, me trading in Kenya and trading in the US is the same, so that it is equivalent to $1 and 1 shilling. So it implies I can still buy a car in Kenya worth 6 million and buy the same car in US worth 6 million of Bitcoin. So as far as I have 6 million Bitcoins in Kenya, I can still buy the same thing in the US, instead of having, when you are having 1 shilling in Kenya, you are having, or when you're having 100 shillings in $100, you're having a lot of money in Kenya. So I think that is what Bitcoin will solve in future. It will also be used as an asset. So Bitcoin might also be used as an asset where someone can buy or sell at their own will to make more money. So the earlier the better. So I think basically, if you want to invest in Bitcoin, you don't have to be rushy. That is one thing, because we have scammers. Again, you really need to have information, and you should know that this one is 100% risky investment, because it comes in a sense that it is not being regulated by your government. You actually don't know whom you're dealing with. Sometimes you might buy Bitcoin from someone you actually don't know, because it is through a platform. So it has 100% risk. It is one of the riskiest investments you can engage in, because it will be $10 today. Tomorrow something happens and it goes to $2. You can imagine. You will have gone a very big loss. Again, it is also a good thing to invest in, because its volatility can also give you some more money. It can be $10 today. Waking up tomorrow, it is $20. So it really implies this one is one of the riskiest investments I can ever advise to investors, especially those who are risk averse, maybe those who do not like risks, because this one literally gives you a chance to be a very risky investor. You give your money in, you don't expect return tomorrow, because it really depends on everything. It really depends on how the trading is happening and the demand and supply. So personally, I think as Africans, we really need to be serious with Bitcoin. Not necessarily Bitcoin, but we really need to have our coin as Africans. That is what I really think, because that is what will actually put us on. What will happen is, now we are trading in Bitcoin, which is a US-based coin. We actually need maybe an African coin. Yes, we have, I think it is a Neurocoin, which is an African-based coin, of which it is not doing so well, but we really actually need to invest in it, so that when people will be coming on the table to bargain, to regulate these coins, our coin is there. Imagine, this is the chance we have been waiting for, to at least have a common coin. And I think as Africans, yes, our coin is not doing so well, but if we got a coin that is doing so well throughout Africa, it implies we might have to use it as our coin, Africa, and maybe trade it against the Bitcoin, the same way we have Kenya shillings traded against dollar. If we trade our coin with a US dollar, of course they might not be so far away. So it implies it can bring some equity when it comes to currency market. So personally, I think it is a high time the African countries or the African governments took this thing seriously, came together, and maybe made a serious coin for the African continent, so that by the time the maybe the bitcoins and the Ethereum and they are coming on board now to be regulated, to also have a coin to otherwise the trend will remain the same, where we have 1 Kenya shillings is equivalent to or 10,000 US dollars equivalent to a lot of money in Kenya. Or maybe when you go to United States with only one Bitcoin, you'll have only one Bitcoin. You can imagine. You have to have 6,000 Kenya shillings, 6 million US Kenya shillings to go to US to have one Bitcoin. That's literally a lot of money. Personally, I think Bitcoin is a good investment for someone who has some money. Maybe that's a long-term investment. It is not something that can give you money tomorrow, but it is a good thing to invest in as an investor. Give it in a chance. Those who are risk-loving investors, give it a chance, invest in it. I believe it is the future. Maybe one day, I have seen Elon Musk has invested in Bitcoin more than 10 billion US dollars. So, and these are the guys who control, the economies, especially the US economy and definitely the world economy. These are the guys who will push around to ensure that this thing does not go down. So, we have so many guys who have really given it in to ensure that they invest in this thing. Why can't we take this chance again? I'm also looking around to see if maybe in future we might have companies invest. Now, how can you invest as so many people? Because buying 1 Bitcoin for Kenyan is not easy. Maybe I will advise Kenyans who think maybe they can invest in this thing can come up with something like a company, say a company of 10 people, where everyone gives maybe 100,000. 100,000 will give you for 10 guys will give you around 1 million. What happens to that? Maybe having a company is an entity that can do business on its own. What does that imply? You can trade as a company. Maybe when you invest as a company, because now to make it more meaningful, it is easy for that to work. Unlike investing alone. Investing alone with your 10,000, you'll buy maybe 0.00000 Bitcoins. So maybe in future, if young people really want to engage into it, I would prefer them engaging as companies, where companies are single entities that can also enter into business and contracts and buy coins and buy shares in most of them. So basically, that is how Bitcoin works, how cryptocurrency works. As I said, Bitcoin is very volatile, just like any other coin. You can imagine it was 20,000 in 2017, 20,000 US dollars, and it came to 11,000 US dollars. So it really implies, and we have around 2 million Bitcoins remaining before it can be closed. So, but this is not it is not a point to raise alarm, because you can imagine that is, if we have 2 million Bitcoins remaining, it implies, and one goes at 6 million, so very few people can actually buy. So the buying is very slow, and maybe it might not. By the time we are closing, maybe it is 2025 or 2026. So it's actually a very good thing. So those guys who really want to invest in this thing, I will advise that before you do it, ensure you have the correct information. Ensure you have looked for these guys, for investors, for cryptocurrency investors, guys who have also done this thing, to take you through. Don't fall for traps. We have so many scammers out here who are opening up apps every day. You invest your money, you send to the till, or maybe you send to their platform, and that platform goes down. So you can imagine that will not be wise. So before you invest in this thing, you have to actually learn. You have to know the risks, you have to know the advantages, and you have to know the fact that what you are investing in is very volatile and it is not being regulated by the government. So if someone scammed you your money right now, you will not go to court, because the government of Kenya, in as much it has given an okay for Bitcoins and other currencies to be traded, it is actually not regulating any of them. So it really implies you actually have to be very careful with whom you are dealing with uh, to do the buying and the selling. Because one of the challenges we have when dealing with cryptocurrency is inflation. Once inflation goes up, because of course the asset is very volatile, so it will definitely come down. Most of these coins are at a point where we call it take off stage, where it is actually the curve is going up. The curve is up, so it will reach a point where we shall have the normal buying and normal selling, where people have assets. And so from that is where we have almost everyone has these coins. That is the saturation point, where everyone is trading and everyone is doing this business. So the best place to buy these coins is when you have during the top of stage, when the curve is growing. That is the best time, instead of when you are waiting for the saturation mpaka kila mtu wako nayo. It will be going at around maybe 1 million at that time, I think, because maybe the market will be saturated with these coins. And so the best I could advise is, if you really want to engage into this business, which is risky, as I've always said, is you actually do it like today. You actually use the best. You have to look for the best advisors to help you getting into the best coin. You can buy any other coin, because I know, and we have so many other coins, but avoid coins that have come in the market so recently, because those ones are more volatile. Bitcoin is a bit stronger than the coins that have come in the market recently, and you'll get so many of them. So I will prefer that you go for the coins that are maybe have stayed long in the market, instead of the coins that are coming in the market recently, because that is actually very risky for you. Again, one thing I might have forgotten is what have I forgotten? Maybe when you're looking for a consultant, look for a company that can actually analyze for you the market trend and give you the right way to purchase this Bitcoin, and offer guidance and your solution, so that you actually don't engage in something that might make your money go down. Personally, I am doing it. Okay, of course I can help, but again, you actually need more information to this, and I'm still researching onto it. I will of course share with you in time, and because I really want us to move together, I don't want to, this information is power, I believe so, and I think all of us have to take a chance and a risk to invest in. As I said earlier, the model has really changed of investment, and maybe so many things are going digital. So if you are not going digital, maybe it will reach a point where young people might not have invested in this thing. Of course, this thing, the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency, requires you to have maybe a lot of money, but the little you have, you can still invest. Even if you don't invest today, you can at least make an arrangement to invest into it. And because the model of investment in Kenya is actually changing so fast, and we actually have to move with the trend, so that all of us do not, so that we don't die poor. I think I'm done with my presentation today. Of course, I will have to make more and maybe research more, and I think we shall catch up sometime later, unless we have a question someone can write on the box so that I look at it. I've seen my friends watching. Thanks. Wecha Moses, thanks. I've seen your comment. Malik, I've seen your comment. Moffat Mandela, I appreciate the fact that you took your time to watch this. And of course, I really need to meet some other guys. I'll bring on board maybe guys who have invested into this thing, so that I can explain to you, who have been doing this business for a while now, so that they can give us the challenges they have had, and maybe they encourage some of us and those who want to engage into it. I think I'm done with it. See you some other time, guys. Have a good day and have a good weekend. Ensure you sanitize and stay safe because we need each other. Thank you guys. Bye.